some other stuff on the roster going on right now across baseball. We got today our first big firing.
Oh, yeah.
The first one of the season. We were making some videos a few weeks ago. They were talking about the Toronto Blue Jays firing some hitting coaches. Well, they didn't even start at the hitting coach. They went to the big boy. They got Joe Girardi on the Phillies. He is gone now.
That's huge. Joe Girardi is like an amazing manager. Used to coach for the Yankees. Did pretty well there. And now at the Phillies, I mean, he's just had no luck with the Phillies.
Well,
they have not been a good baseball team while he's managing them.
It really hasn't. And can we actually, do you mind if we just pull up their standings right now and just see where they are there? Because the Philadelphia Phillies are just simply not doing what they should be doing. And yeah, we're pulling it up right here for you folks. Guys. So they are currently, where the hell are they? Oh wow, 22 and 29. I had to look down, so I was like, wow, okay, they're not first, they're not second, they're third at 22 and 29.
That's bad.
Is this the right time for them to get rid of their manager?
100%. Okay, like you think of their whole story, because this is the thing. Some teams are just bad. You're supposed to be bad.
Yeah.
Phillies ever since they signed Bryce Harper, they're supposed to be elite.
Yeah,
they're supposed to be winning the division. They're supposed to be getting into wild card spots. They have not done that. For years. They should have fired him last offseason. They should have, like it's time to fire him.
And think about, and also too, think about the conversations that went on between Joe and between that management. You know, you had like 2 seasons ago, Joe saying, "Hey, we need more starting pitching." What do? They go out, they get Zach Wheeler, who's a Cy Young candidate. He says, "Hey, you know, we need more freaking outfielders."
They go get
what do? They get 2 of them.
Yeah.
They get 2 elite ones right there, right? They get Bryce Harper as well. This all happened in the last few seasons.
They even got bullpen. The bullpen was the big one.
They even got bullpen too. So Joe's telling them, it's like, hey, we need all these guys. You get me all these things. You shell out all of this money. We are going to be elite. And then he comes out and he puts up 22 and 29. Their roster is not a 22 and 29 team, in my opinion.
No.
It is way, 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 way better than that. So honestly, it's honestly overdue.
Yeah.
Pulling up the team stats right
I'm
now.
pulling up the team stats to see how they have been doing. And
where are they?
Where are they? Oh, they're
13th.
Hey, they're
offense, not bad.
They're around us. So
where's the pitching? It's got to be the pitching, right?
Got to be the pitching.
Got to be the pitching is super awful and stuff.
20.
20. Okay.
Okay, so they're just kind of below average.
They're below average.
Right?
They're below average, and honestly, the record should be probably a bit closer to 500, but like still very, very bad. And frankly, like they shouldn't be 13th and 20th in where they are with the people that they have on their team.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was time for Joe to go.
Yeah.
With that being said, this has obviously opened up the window for potentially other guys to get fired, to get cut. We were debating Toronto Blue Jays hitting coach. Is that something that's still going to happen?
No, not anymore. Okay. Well, I mean, if you guys didn't see there in the last, 7 days, we've been, the best team in baseball.
Yeah.
Literally.
As far as offense goes.
As far as offense, we have been
kicking ass.
The best. Oh, this is just players. Whoops, wrong one. But yeah, we have been #1 in baseball. We're back, right? Like, we needed to, we were getting so close. If it was another month, gone. But, yeah, like you were saying, start, managers.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Reds are supposed to be bad.
They are.
So you can't really fire them. Cubs are supposed to be bad. Pirates are supposed to be bad. What are teams that are supposed to be good that are bad?
Yeah, I think, honestly, where are the Mariners right now?
They're right here. 22 and 29.
22 and 29. I don't know if it's going to happen yet.
See, I don't even know who their manager is. That's the problem, right?
I know it's not Derek Jeter.
Yes,
you got rid of him.
Yeah, well, no.
He was on the fucking Marlins.
That was Miami.
Goddamn, you messed him up there.
But the Mariners, I don't know who the manager is. Let's think. If they brought in a manager recently and they're like, you're going to win, firing him after one season's kind of not appropriate. But if they've had this guy for a while and they're like, all right, now he's like the Charlie Montoyo. It's like, that's kind of a bad start. Whereas the Phillies, it was like, it's long overdue. It's time to go. So I don't really know their situation.
What's the record for the Chicago White Sox before they consider it? Before they get rid of
Tony La Russa? No, we do know Tony La Russa.
He's been there for 1,000 years. He's been very successful.
3 years.
Okay, well, he's been there for a while. And he's been in baseball for 1,000 years.
For 1,000 years.
He's been very, very successful. you know, in his time, in his tenure there.
Yeah.
At what record do they need to go? Okay, you know what, dude? Like this is a horrible year right now. We're supposed to be winning. Or does he have the entire season?
Probably the entire season. Probably next season too, because I think he's still a very early contract. I think it might be in 2021 he was signed, so it's still very early for him. They were a good team last year, so it's like, you know, so it's like this year, it's like, okay, you probably get the whole season, and then it would be like next season. And probably, you know what I see happening? Tony La Russa's gonna leave before before they fire him. I can just see him just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm gone. Bye, and get out of there. So
yeah, it could happen, dude. And what about the Red Sox? Because they're obviously in a position where they need to win right now as well. They're starting to heat it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But they're another team where it's like if they get bad enough, I could see, you know, him going.
Maybe again, maybe the same situation next year because they were so good last year.
Really
so probably be next year before. But like, you got to be again. You got the only team in this entire league that has had higher expectations for so long and has been so bad for so many years. Right. Not so bad, like 500 team is the Phillies, and this was just the nail in the coffin.
It was completely overdue. Like it had to happen, and Joe Girardi had to go. But now the door is open, so don't be surprised if you see some other coaches getting fired, people getting moved around. If some good teams start being like some bad teams.